Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. Enunciating text 45 of chapter 1, questions by Vidur of 3rd canto of status quo Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 45. Tasya prapanna khila lokapana bhavasthitana manushasane swe arthaya jatasya yadushvajasya vartam sakhe kirtaya tirthakirteha. O my friend, please therefore chant the glories of the Lord, who is meant to be glorified in the places of pilgrimage. He is unborn and yet he appears by his causeless mercy upon the surrendered rulers of all parts of the universe. Only for their interest did he appear in the family of his unalloyed devotees, the Yadus. There are innumerable rulers all over the universe in different varieties of planets, the sun god in the sun planet, the moon god in the moon planet, Indra in the heavenly planet, Vayu, Varun and those in the Brahmalok planet where Lord Brahma is living. All are obedient servants of the Lord. Whenever there is any trouble in the administration of the innumerable planets and different universes, the rulers pray for an appearance and the Lord appears. The Bhagavatam 1.3.28 has already confirmed this in the following verse. Ete chamsha kalaha punsaha Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mrudayanti Yuge Yuge. In every millennium, whenever there is any trouble, for the obedient rulers, the Lord appears. He also appears for the sake of his pure unalloyed devotees. The surrendered rulers and the pure devotees are always strictly under the control of the Lord and they are never disobedient to the desires of the Lord. The Lord is therefore always attentive to them. The purpose of pilgrimages is to remember the Lord constantly and therefore the Lord is known as Tirtha Kirti. The purpose of going to a place of pilgrimage is to get the chance to glorify the Lord. Even today, although times have changed, there are still pilgrimage sites in India. For example, in Mathura and Vrindavan, where we had a chance to stay, people are awake from early in the morning at 4 a.m. up until night time and are constantly engaged some way or other in chanting the holy glories of the Lord. The beauty of such a pilgrimage site is that automatically one remembers the holy glories of the Lord. His name, fame, quality, form, pastimes and entourage all are identical to the Lord, and therefore chanting the glories of the Lord invokes the personal presence of the Lord. Anytime or anywhere, pure devotees meet and chant the glories of the Lord. The Lord is present without any doubt. It is said by the Lord himself that he always stays where his pure devotees chant his glories. Thus end the Bhakti Vedanta purports of the 3rd canto, 1st chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Questions by Vidur. Hare Krishna.